Hello.
Hey, what's up, fucking Canadian asshole?
What's up? Oh man. Yeah, investors are broken. Congratulations.
I mean, they do like the DPS is insane. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like watching stuff die. Oh, hey, goes there, goes there, goes there.
Yeah. Got it.
Watching stuff die that fast. Like, I'm. It's not imprinted in my mind how powerful these units are against roaches yet, but it's pretty insane.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
I don't know about infestors in general, but I'm basically right now what I've done is I've gone back to that crazy build that I used to use that used to always lose against macro roach, and now I'm seeing if I can beat macro roach play just because infestors are so much more powerful. But the only thing that I'm worried about, I think the only way to counter my build is to not attack me until you've got like 3 bases, you know?
Yeah.
I think that if you try to
I
attack
agree.
sooner than that, or you try to move out or whatever, like it's almost like the infestors. I'm almost using them kind of like force fields, to where I can use like the positions of the map everywhere to hardcore fuck you, and you'll lose everything without me losing like anything, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, in that last game, you didn't really show your army a lot, which was good because I didn't really know what was going on.
Uh huh.
But I mean, I got my expansion up faster than you. I
Yeah,
feel like
definitely.
I made a big blunder not taking my third and fourth gas like ASAP because
Uh huh.
with this new patch, like you're gonna be choked on gas. So
Why do you say that? Because you'll get infestors more, or?
yeah, well
Oh,
you
okay.
need infestors or else they can beat you with infestors.
Yeah. I mean, you taking your expansion late. Well, I guess in your expansion guesses too. It's partly because of the build you open with too. I think the best counter to my build is definitely 15 hatch or like 14 full 16 hatch or something. I think that if you open with a one base roach play, even though your expansion will go up a little bit sooner than me, I will have a significant tech advantage because I'll have those infestors out quite a bit earlier and probably upgrading earlier too.
And do you just use those to like accumulate mana
Yeah. I
or just
basically my goal is to just grab 4 infestors and I'll have those collecting energy kind of all game, and then from there I'll put all the rest of my gas into like upgrades or that kind of shit.
right? Yeah, that makes sense.
This is kind of the build that I made up a long time ago when people were opening either Mass Ling, Baneling, or opening with that 6 Muta standard. And this, I think this totally fucking raped all of those builds. But Zergs don't play like that anymore, so I kind of just fucked.
Yeah. So, I'm just thinking like if I end up having less infestors and more roaches, what kind of advantage does that give me in terms of combat?
Well, I
guess,
think the way that I use the roaches anyway, it really turns ZVZ into like, it's like a positional fuckfest. Like, army comps almost don't matter, upgrades don't matter, and unit composition, or like army size and unit composition don't kind of matter. Like you saw when you went to take your third, and you definitely had a way bigger army than me, but you knew that you couldn't move down that ramp to defend because I had 4 infestors down there. Like,
yeah,
so like you could have been 3-3 with 3 times my army size, but if you move down that ramp, you're fucked,
yeah, I agree.
So I mean, I don't know. It's interesting.
So I'm wondering, like, obviously, if you're going for the position as the paramount of your play, then Hydras would do a good deal too, right? Just 'cause they
Maybe.
outrange.
Holy shit, dude. Hydras die so fast. Like, it's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. They get DPS down, like, insanely fast.
But think about this: they die slower to fungals now than roaches, right? Because they take
No,
4 and
actually,
roaches
no.
take 3.
Because Hydras die in 3 fungals and roaches still take 4.
Really?
Yeah. I think roaches take 4. If they don't take 4, then they survive. Or I think they survive 3 with, like, 2 or 3 HP.
Okay.
Because roaches have 145 life, and fungal growth does, like, 47 damage. So, yeah, it takes 4. Just barely.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Right, Hydras are still like really risky.
Kind of. I really like Hydras in ZVZ, but only if you've got a ton of roaches to, like, be in the front. Anytime in a ZVZ where your Hydras are getting attacked, I think you probably are losing. Like, if he's got enough roaches to just hug your whole army and he starts to get shots off on the Hydras, I think that's a really bad spot to be in.
Yep.
So that's cute.
So
Did you buy a mechanical keyboard?
Yes, I did. Razor Black Widow.
Oh, cool. Inspired by me. Don't be modest.
No? What do you have?
I've got a DOS keyboard.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Why? Whatever. Anyways, but like another thing I think is gonna end up being a lot more significant is like faster thirds. just because what you said is like the infestors encourage defensive positions, right? So in that case, like if you are being defensive with your earlier infestors, I can take like a really fast third.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll probably end up trying that. Fast thirds aren't that good in this map in general.
In this map?
Yeah. Like, do you prefer to take the gold or the?
It really depends on the matchup. Generally, I take the blue, just because it gives me a little bit more time to respond to whatever my enemy's doing.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. The dynamic is definitely going to take some practice.
Yeah, I kind of like the changes just because it really complements my playstyle well, but I'm really kind of mad that they messed with infestors. I don't think infestors were used enough on any level to warrant a big change like this. And like this really does change the whole way they're going to be used, you know?
Yeah.
I don't understand why Blizzard thought this was a good idea.
Have you tried them in other matchups yet?
Not versus Protoss yet. I did a little bit, but Protoss, I mean, you're still working your way through shields and shit. I don't know.
Right.
Like, the Protoss units that you have trouble killing are units that have so much HP, Fungal doesn't affect it much. Like, when you play versus a Protoss, what you really want to kill are the Void Rays and Colossus, you know? So, I mean, yeah, I can DPS down Stalkers really fast, but I can kill Stalkers really fast with Roaches, Lings, or Hydras. I don't need Fungal to do it.
Well, Void Rays and Colossus also are armored.
Yeah, I know they are, but still, it's only like 48, so you need, what, like 8 Fungals to kill, you know? I mean, it definitely helps on stacked army comps, but I don't know.
You're right.
I just feel like it's more effective against the units that you already have a really easy time dealing with anyway. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Right, and another thing is like you don't need to make very many defensive units at all at this point, just because you're so safe with the infestors by themselves.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. I'll make a few roaches, but Kyle, can you tell us what the drone count is right now? Just curious.
I'm not in the game.
Oh, what the fuck? Who's in this game? Somebody, I know somebody's listening on my stream who's in this game.
I've seen you do this build enough. I'm just looking at other shit.
Yeah, whatever. You're probably ahead of me right now, just because my opening does put me a little bit farther behind. But you should be more ahead, except you open with a 1-base build, so I mean.
Yeah.
I'm 28 drones right now to your 36 drones.
Have you ever had someone just try and mass link you after a 15 hatch?
After they 15 hatch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just usually have enough roaches?
If I scout it, then they hardcore fail every single time. But if I'm not ready for it, then they pretty much GG me automatically. Obviously, it's a coin flip build, kind of.
How do you normally scout it? Is it normally an Overlord stack?
It would have to be like a Ling stack. It's pretty hard to scout because of my build. I'm pretty weak to stuff like that, unfortunately.
You don't have link speed right now, do you? So,
no, I never get link speed. I rarely get link speed in this matchup.
I don't know. I feel like that could have some success against you.
Yeah, but that's kind of like an all-in.
Good.
Like it's
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. Like I'm looking at this and I can't even believe it. Like, I really like it.
Half Sky Storm.
Yeah, like it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, I think one of the things I need to work on is just like learning the timings and being able to. That's no good.
Yeah, I think that.
How many kills? Oh, okay.
What, 2 more?
No, I'm out now.
Oh, you're out. Okay, count it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, let's go green.
Okay.
Maybe spine crawlers would be good.
I don't like spine crawlers from the enemy because I'm doing a build that puts me behind economically. I feel like you need to macro as much as possible because if you let me catch up to your economy and you give me 4 infestors, I feel like it's a really bad call on the Zerg's part. I don't know.
15 hatch him.
Bro, from me?
Yeah, 15 hatch him.
Yeah, your build is
Yeah,
also really weak against mine because you're opening up with a 1 base build. I think if you open up with 15 hatch, it's way stronger. But then that's a whole different game that you're playing if you open up with 15 hatch, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's try it.
Okay.